Larissa left her husband Vladimir for a man 7 years younger than her, leaving her 14-year-old son Yaroslav with her father. The next day, Vladimir brought his secretary Tanya to the apartment, and she is 21 years old. He loved his wife, and this girl will help him forget Larissa. Tanyusha, I'm warning you right away. After divorcing my wife, you and I will have a civil marriage. If this doesn't suit you, you'll lose your job. Yes, arranges. I'm tired of paying for a rented apartment. And further, I had the operation and you won't get pregnant from me. Decide everything now. The wives then leave, and I am left with the children. It is difficult for them without maternal love. Do you still have children? Yarek is alone for now, but he is having a hard time being separated from his mother. Try to replace his mother. I will try my best. And Tatiana hugged her common-law husband, although she was counting on more. To have a family and at least 2 children, and the main thing is a secure future, and in such a marriage she had no confidence. Yaroslav looked at Tatiana like a wolf cub. Mother betrayed. Father too. Did he want to go to his grandmother in Kostroma? But he didn't want to part with his friends. I decided to tolerate this girl in their apartment. Tatiana took upon herself all the worries in the new family. The apartment is large, and she made it cozy herself. She cooked food and did other household chores. She also worked for Vladimir as a personal assistant, and she already regretted the life when she lived in a rented apartment. But she was afraid of losing her job, and she continued to live with Vladimir. He understood that Tatiana had a lot of worries. Vladimir left for work early, and when he needed Tanya in the office, he sent a driver to pick her up in a car. Time passed, but nothing changed for this family except that Yaroslav and Tatiana became friends. He helped her in the kitchen and with cleaning. Yaroslav received a certificate and decided to visit his mother, with whom he had only communicated by phone. In her apartment, he met his brother. He was so cute that Yarek wanted to have such a son. He liked one girl at the gymnasium, but she was friends with another guy. The rest were uninteresting. When I was driving home, I thought, her mother's husband is 7 years younger than her. Tatiana is also 7 years younger than him. This is paradoxical, of course, but beautiful children are born from such a difference. What if you try to persuade Tatiana? In the morning, when Vladimir left early, Tatiana, having seen him off, returned to bed to get some sleep. Yarek came in and lay down next to her. I saw my mother's brother and I want one. Let's do it to spite them. I wanted to propose it to you myself. Tired of living on a bird's license. There used to be some kind of goal. And with your father, nothing shines for me. And she hugged the guy. Time has passed. Tanya, I don't understand. You began to gain weight. But only partially. The belly is growing. Confess to me now. Did you change? Vladimir was upset. Yes, and I'm almost 4 months pregnant. I'm nobody to you. Or rather, a housekeeper and a partner in bed. And I want a child. My age demands it. Why didn't you women immediately go to that man? There is nowhere to go. He's nearby in the next room. Yarek? And did you dare? He wanted it himself, and we feel good about it. Vladimir, sitting on the bed, ruffled his hair. He was always calm and reasonable. He didn't make a scandal when he broke up with his wife Larissa, and he needs to survive this. I bought an apartment for my son next to the institute. Both of you move there, and I want to be alone. I'll organize your wedding. I will support my son and his family while he is a student. Then Yaroslav will work for me. I will pay decently so that Tatiana doesn't have to work. Don't come to my office. You will be registered according to the law. How long you will live together, time will tell. He got up, put on his pajamas, took a pillow and went down to the first floor. There he lay down on the sofa and thought. He himself is to blame for everything. He set tough conditions for Tatiana, and she is a woman and wants a family. He didn't take this into account. I thought only about myself. History repeated itself. The first wife wanted a second child, but he took it with hostility, didn't talk, didn't listen to her. Yaroslav and Tatiana moved to a new apartment. She was big too. The furniture is beautiful and expensive. Already here this couple felt free. The wedding took place. Vladimir was calm because no one in his company knew about his relationship with Tatiana. That's why he behaved freely at the wedding. Although it is unpleasant that this young woman slept with both him and his son, only Yarek was not bothered by this. He even liked this mystery. Tatiana gave birth to a boy. In order to consolidate the alliance with Yaroslav and not lose him, 3 years later she gave birth to another boy. And finally, in 5 years, a girl. This was a challenge to Vladimir. If you didn't want children, then here are your grandchildren, and Yarek will never leave her. She no longer works and takes care of herself. The figure is just as beautiful as before. Everything works well in the apartment and with the children. She loves her husband. She cooks delicious food and irons his shirts. She sees him off to work at the office at the door with a kiss. He also greets with a kiss. She is always neat and beautifully dressed. She will do everything so that Yarek always feels comfortable with her. Tatiana feels the love and tenderness of her young husband. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe to our channel and you will be the first to listen to another new story.